Welcome back everyone to Supercharge with Dr. V. This week we're talking about how climate change is going to affect our health. Now, no matter how immune you think you are to the effects of climate change, all of our lives are going to be affected with more disease, even if you live in a first world country like America. So today, let's look into what diseases we're going to see more of and what health populations will be affected with changes in air quality and natural disasters. Let's go. Air pollution today kills more than 7 million people prematurely every year. That's more than AIDS, TB, and malaria combined. And one of the many causes of air pollution are wildfires. That's right, with increasing temperatures comes more wildfires. Not only will they be more common, but they're going to spread over larger areas, cause more destruction, and throw more pollutants into the air that we breathe. And even if these fires occur outside of your country, air doesn't have borders, so we're all going to be affected. And if you don't think this will be significant, just look at the data from 6 years ago. As of 2014, 57 million Americans don't live in counties that meet national air quality standards. That's 18% of the population 6 years ago. Imagine how it is now and how it's going to be another 6 years from now. And the result of worsening air pollution is poorer health for us. Air pollution is going to inflame our lungs, destroy our lung tissue, and worsen our respiratory function. This will lead to an increase in asthma, and if you already have it, it'll exacerbate or get worse. And we'll also see more of premature deaths related to respiratory diseases such as COPD and lung cancer. And the people that'll be affected the most will be children, elderly people, people who work outside, and those with pre-existing respiratory conditions. Even your seasonal allergies are going to get worse. I know, you think they can't get any worse. But more CO2 in the future means more food for ragweed, which is a common seasonal allergen. Now let's shift gears from air quality to natural disasters. Increases in the frequency and severity of extreme weather events, such as extreme precipitation, flooding, droughts, fires, tornadoes, storms, and so many other severe weather-related events, affect people's health during and after the event. And I mean, these events have an obvious impact on health. We'll have less food and water availability. It'll be harder for people to get to hospitals and pharmacies. Health professionals will be unable to provide the services that they want to in the manner that they want to. It'll make it harder for health professionals to provide services, and we'll see an increase in stomach and diarrheal diseases due to power shortages. I mean, think about it. When your refrigerator stops working, bacteria grow. I mean, imagine young children, pregnant women, older people with disabilities, and the poor. These people will be affected the most, and they'll have the least amount of resources to deal with the situation. Take rising water levels, for example. Almost every major coastline city is going to be affected very, very soon, and that is going to cause a massive shift of populations inland. This decreases the livable land on this planet. And that means 4 things. 1, overcrowding. I mean, think about it. With the population expected to rise so much, we're all going to have to be even more cram-packed. Number 2, more expensive land. And that means less money for other things. And when people have less money, that has been clearly linked to poorer health outcomes. 3, less land to grow food. That means our food is just going to become more expensive and harder to grow. Kind of like how we talked about yesterday. We'll see more food deserts. And number 4, crumbling of economies. Just how the economy is about to crumble today because of COVID-19, economies in the future will pay for the damage that they're doing to the environment today. Now, this is clearly not an exhaustive list of all the bad things that are going to happen, but I hope it's clear that even if you live in a first world country, you will still be affected. And you know what the sad thing is? The sad thing is that those most vulnerable to the disastrous effects of climate change are the ones who are contributing the least to it. Third world countries contribute the least and suffer the most. And on the other hand, first world countries contribute the most to it and suffer the least. Take America, for example. America emits 6 times more CO2 on average than any other country. I mean, wake up, America, open your eyes. We are not respecting Mother Nature. Waste less water. Only buy the amount of food that you're going to eat. Don't impulse buy things that you don't need off of Amazon. And try to decrease your carbon footprint. 40% of trips by car in the United States are less than 2 miles. I mean, I know it takes effort, people, but try to bike it or walk it. Support laws, businesses, and NGOs that are trying to decrease emissions. Did you know that for every $1 that we invest in cleaner energy now, it'll actually earn us $30? And in Eastern countries, that payback will be even greater. So let's join hands and urge our policymakers to invest in cleaner energy. Let's vote and elect government officials to encourage businesses to become cleaner and fund the EPA. And most importantly, let's use this quarantine time to deeply reflect about how we can change our mindset and our lifestyle to be kinder to this planet that we call home. See you next time.